see, what we are doing now is in our shaded house, we have brought all the plants which we have been propagating, like for example, we have a lot of chrysanthemums here. A lot of chrysanthemums are there. So initially, last you can say sometime around November, we got around 10 chrysanthemum saplings, and those saplings, over the throughout the winter, till you can say beginning of April, they were blooming. And now that season is gone, and all the chrysanthemum plants, they have grown, and we are propagating. We have cut some of the branches, and we have planted them in different pots here. And for example, this is one that we are propagating, and for them, we need the kind of sunlight, the kind of moisture, and for that we have created this shaded house. And they will be in this house, for the next at least 3.5 months, till they grow taller, they grow stronger, and they will start budding. And once they start budding, hopefully sometime by end of September, beginning of October, they will start blooming. And throughout, October, November, December, January, February, and March, they will keep blooming. And later, after April next year, we can again propagate from these saplings, and we can thus, increase and multiply the numbers. So now what we are doing is, these saplings, and these are not saplings, this we are propagating from the branches. We are trying to kind of do some weeding, help the soil to become loose, and thus, and also keep regularly checking the amount of moisture, because these plants, they will not need a lot of moisture, but they need the light. They need also adequate amount of moisture. And here what we are doing is, we are propagating one hibiscus. We have some 6-7 varieties of hibiscus, different colors. So this color is a mauve color. It's very beautiful actually. Now in the video we'll show the mother plant and the flower. It's a very unique color, and we have been able to take a small branch out, which we are propagating here, and looks like some fresh leaves are coming out. And in the next you can say 2 to 3 months, this plant is again will become a little bit more bushy, and hopefully it will start blooming again. So we have zinnias, we have different kind of zinnias here, yellow, white, and also we have managed to get one from a red color. It's a very unique kind of red. We have got a small sapling out of it, from their seeds, this started growing. And this also we are now growing in a shaded house. So regularly we have to keep checking the temperature, the moisture, etc., and do some weeding, so that very soon they grow into a strong bush. And another 3 months down the line, if we are able to protect them within this environment, they will start blooming. Again, we have been propagating this particular chrysanthemum. Here we are just softening the soil actually, and we are checking the moisture. So moisture level is quite okay here, and we have to protect it from the rain, because now it is rainy season, monsoon, and that is the purpose of this shaded house, that it will provide enough moisture, but maybe it will not overflow with rainwater. And as we soften the soil regularly, so that the roots find it easier to spread, and we check the moisture content. The moisture is quite okay, so this guy is doing good. We'll keep it maybe somewhere on the top, because it will get some more light. On the other hand, if you look at this zinnia, here we see that this soil is a little bit dry, and we are softening it, but the soil is a little dry, so we have to add a little bit of water, you know. So what we have done is, you know, we put the coco peat, we put vermicompost, and also we put a little bit of manure in the form of, you know, cow dung, dried cow dung. And now that, you know, it is drying up, it needs a little bit of moisture, so I will just add some water here. So we'll just put some water here, because the soil is still dry, you know? And we'll just put some water. We have softened the soil. Yeah, soil is softened, so the roots find it easier to spread. And also from the seeds, you know, there will be more which will come out, more saplings will come out, and then we'll add some water for it overnight, you know. It will be good enough for its nutrition and its health. Okay, so what we can do is, because it is a little dry, we may not expose it to too much of light, so we'll keep it perhaps, you know, in one of those lower shelves. Actually, you know, we'll keep it in the lower shelves, you know, maybe here, because we have given the moisture. But we will again, you know, we are keeping it in the lower shelf because the moisture is less, and we have put water. We don't want it to dry, you know, and so that the moisture is retained. But because the plant is growing, we have to take it out from the lower shelf, and we'll have to put it up. And once it becomes a little healthy, we'll transfer it to outside. We'll make a flower bed. Already we have flower beds, so we'll transfer it to flower beds. Color nice. You know, we have found this setting. The moisture is quite okay. We have to just soften the soil for the roots to spread. The moisture content is okay, and because it is quite young and tender, we do not have to expose to too much of sunlight. So perhaps, you know, we can keep this particular sapling somewhere under the shade here. You know, one of these places, you know, here perhaps you can keep it here. Yeah. Okay, so that it is under shade. You can keep it here. Yeah. So friends, what we'll do is, with this the pH meter, we'll also try to check, you know, that what is the pH value right now, you know, acidic, you know, it's showing 7. Sunlight right now, because, you know, sun is already setting, so the sunlight is low right now, and we do not want, you know, very high sunlight also. And now it is around, you know, 5:25 p.m. here, and therefore it is low. And right now it is about 5:25 p.m. so sunlight is low. Naturally it is showing low, and during daytime, because we don't want, you know, this particular plant to be very damp and moist, because it is prone to fungus. So we will keep it on the higher shelves, so that, you know, it will have adequate sunlight, but not exposed to scorching heat. That is why we have the shade. Right? So this will also help us, that do we need more water, or is the moisture content okay, temperature okay, sunlight okay. So we use this to kind of regulate you know, the location and the position of the saplings as well. Now in this case, if you look at it right now, the temperature is around 27 degrees, right? The temperature is about 27 degrees, which is okay. It is within normal range, you know, it is the desirable range. It should not be more than around 28. And then if you look at the water, you know, wet plus, this is absolutely fine. You know, this much of water is required. It should not be dry. And right now the sunlight is low, you know. So during the daytime, you know, the temperature and the moisture content and the sunlight will again get into a combination which is ideal, you know, within this shaded. Okay. Now, on the other hand, if you look at this plant, that the temperature, it shows that moisture content it is dry. So now we know that we have to add water, in this particular plant. So what we'll do is, we'll just add some water, so that the moisture will come, the water will come, and later maybe by tonight, this condition will be ideal for this plant. So it is dry right now. So I have added some water there. So this is Zerbera. We have different colors of saplings, and we can create many kind of pots and tubs. Now we will try to pot them. So first, what we do is we will keep this tub, and already it has a hole here, and we'll put some these are coconut coconut fiber that we'll put on the bottom part of the tub. Aijo Krishna, into bhai diyosun. Come. So kiman lagbo yet? Okay. Okay. So we have put this coconut fiber, and now we'll put some soil. Okay. So what do you think? You do it, soil. Can you get this soil? Also is mixed with manure. Particularly, we use the dry cow dung, and after putting the coconut fiber, put this soil. So it is vermicompost diya. And along with this, we will use some vermicompost. So this is vermicompost. We'll use one layer. We'll mix it nicely. Put some more soil. More soil. More vermicompost. And some more vermicompost. But then we have to, make some space also for the plant. Just mix it. Remove some. Okay. Fine. So we make a hole, and then put this sapling. This is Zerbera. Initially we will grow them in the tub, but later, as they become more and we can propagate, and we'll make some flower beds on the ground. Last, put a little bit of water. We will just add a little bit of water. A little bit, because as it is, the weather is very humid here right now. So we'll just give it some water, and then we can keep it in the shaded house. We'll transfer it to the shaded house. Okay, fine. And another important, very interesting sapling we got is, now we'll have the same process. We'll put the coconut fiber, then we will add some soil. And this soil is mixed with dry cow dung, the gobar. That is a very good manure actually. Now we'll add some vermicompost. Mix it, give it a nice mix. hybrid kind of a jasmine. You know, it comes with a beautiful red color, and it is a little bit different than the other hibiscus that we have. So this hibiscus, you know, the plant, you know, the leaves look like, you know, those lady's finger kind of leaves, but it is actually a variety of hibiscus, and it comes with a beautiful red color. It can grow into a big bush also. So we will put it here now. As it grows, you know, later we will transfer it to some flower bed on the main door. Look at this guy. He is also getting excited, and he likes, you know, all these things, the farming business. So he is a farmer dog now. Hey, Skipper, you enjoy farming? Good boy. You like all these things, You like farming. Good boy. Good boy. Get up. Get up. Get up. Yeah. Get up. You like to get all this dirty, Now you have to go and take bath. Good. No, we are not going to do any plantation there. So there we have, you know, this is a very beautiful hibiscus, very exotic variety, and we put some water, moisture, get some water. And it will be transferred to the shade. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. You know, we will again, you know, bring some more from our garden as we keep, as I said earlier, work in progress. A lot of flowers and a lot of vegetables we are trying to grow, and we will keep documenting it in the video. And thanks for watching our labor of love. Thank you.